Hey bro, should we really be burying this girl in the churchyard? I mean, she did commit suicide.
Yeah, the coroner examined the case and demanded a Christian burial, so hurry the frick up.
That doesn't make any sense, though, unless she drowned in self-defense.
Well, apparently that's what happened.
How does that make any sense? It is clearly obvious that she purposely drowned herself. For example, if a man goes into the water and drowns himself, that's his fault. Only when the water comes to him is when he doesn't drown himself. Therefore, he is not guilty of his own death, shortens his own life.
Is that how the law sees it?
Yep, according to coroner's law.
You know what? If this girl wasn't rich, there would be absolutely no way that she would have been given this burial.
That's a fact. Too bad the rich have more leeway when it comes to committing suicide than other Christians. Now, give me some booze, why don't you?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Does he not see what he's doing? He's actually singing while grave digging.
He's been desensitized by his occupation. It's the norm for him.
The skulls he's holding once had emotion and life in it. It could not sing and speak and shout. But that jackass is tossing it around as if it was Cain's the first murder. This skull could have been the greatest being, yet he's just tossing it around like an old toy.
Facts.
It could have been a gentleman, ever polite and kind.
Actually, fact.
Now it's fate being owned by some simp that smacks the skull's head with a shovel. Quite ironic, right? Its bones are now only pins to be tumbled by a metaphorical bowling ball. Hurts to think about it. Another skull! It could have been a lawyer. What is his defense now? Now he's helpless to being knocked in the head with a shovel instead of suing him for assault and battery? Maybe he was once a great landowner, was part of the lease to have his head full of dirt. All his lease is now the space within his coffin, all that is left for him.
No more of that, sir.
Isn't the parchment paper of a legal document made from sheepskin?
Yeah, and cow skin too.
Anyone who puts their trust in those documents is a sheep or calf to me. I'll talk to this guy. Whose grave is this?
Mine, sir.
It must be really yours if you're sitting in it.
You are not, so it's not yours. It's mine.
That's a lie. It's not yours. You aren't dead.
That's a quick lie. Quick to jump from me to you.
Who are you digging this grave for?
No man or woman. It used to be a woman, but sadly, they're dead now.
Get a load of this guy, Horatio! Peasants are getting so clever now, it's like they're nipping the heels of their higher-ups. How long have you been digging this grave for?
All this year, since the day King Hamlet defeated Fortinbras?
When was that?
You don't know? Anyone could tell you that it was the day that young Hamlet was born. The same one who went crazy and was shipped off to England.
Where did he go crazy?
Right here in Denmark. I've been the church warden here for 30 years since youth.
How long will someone lay in the ground until they rot?
8 or 9 years. A tanner will be 9.
Why would the tanner be long?
His skin gets so leathery from his trade that it keeps the water of his godforsaken body. Here's a skull that has been here for nearly 23 years.
Who was it?
A crazy fool. Can you guess who?
No, who was it?
Man, that guy was crazy. He poured a pitcher of wine on my head once. It's the skull of York, the king's jester.
Let me see. Oh, poor York. I used to know him. A real funny guy, with imagination as expensive as Minecraft. I can't believe this really was him. It makes me sick to think of it. Where are your jokes, pranks, songs, and joy now? Horatio!
What's that, my lord?
Do you think Alexander the Great looked like that when he was buried?
Exactly like that.
And that smelled like that too? Oh! How low can we fall? From being Alexander the Great to plunging in a hole like a barrel.
You're overthinking things.
No, I don't think so. Think of this. Alexander the Great dies. He is buried. He becomes dust. Dust becomes clay. Clay may be used one day to plug a hole in the wall. Emperor Caesar could be the clay used to plunge a hole in the wall. Quiet, quiet. Shh. The queen's coming. She's bringing her noblemen of the court. Such a plain and scrawny ceremony. The corpse they're following must have been a suicide victim. Let's stay and watch a while.
What other rights are you going to give her?
That's Laertes, the very noble man.
I performed as many rites as possible. Her death was quite suspicious, and if it weren't for the king's orders, she would have been buried outside the church's graveyard. She should be stoned, but she's had her prayers read for her and is dressed as a pure virgin.
Do you not have any more rites to perform?
No, we would profane any other dead souls if we were to sing the same requiem for her that we sang for them.
Lay her in the ground and let violets bloom for her beauty. I'm telling you, asshole, my sister will be an angel in heaven while you're howling in hell.
What? The beautiful Ophelia?
Sweet flowers for a sweet girl, goodbye. I had once hoped you'd wed Hamlet, but now I'm tossing flowers on your grave. Now your wedding bed. What? Now your wedding bed.
Oh damn, 3 times, 10 times the evil man whose wicked deed deprived you of your ingenious mind. Don't buy her until I've had her in my arms once more. Now pile the dirt on the living and dead till you've made a mountain higher than Mount Olympus.
You act as if you're hurt by what you heard. It is me, Hamlet.
Eat slop, degenerate!
That's no way to pray. Take your hands off my throat. I wouldn't be so quick to act, for I have something dangerous on me. You should be aware. Get off.
Pull them apart!
Oh, Hamlet, Hamlet!
Gentlemen!
Please, sir, calm down.
I fight him over the subject till I can't blink.
Oh, Hamlet, what subject is that?
Loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers and all their love couldn't even come close to mine for her. What are you going to do for her?
Laertes, he's all erratic and irrational.
Oh, for the love of God, let him be.
Show me what you're doing for her. Will you cry? Shout? Fight? Stop eating? Cut yourself? Drink vinegar? Eat crocodile? I'd do everything and anything for her. And you've come to her to whine? Make a scene and jump in her grave? To be buried alive with her? Make a mountain as tall as Osa? Look like a molehill? See? I can talk as crazy as you.
This is crazy. He'll be like this for a while, then he'll calm down.
Listen, sir. Why do you act so? I always loved you. But it doesn't matter. Not even a hero like Hercules can keep these cats from being cats or dogs from being dogs.
Please, Horatio, go with him. Don't forget our talk last night and try to be patient. We'll take care of this problem soon. Gertrude, have the guards keep an eye on your son. A monument shall be built for Ophelia that will last forever. I promise. We'll have the quiet we need soon. In the meantime, let's proceed patiently.
Enough of that. I'll tell you about my journey. Do you remember the circumstances?
Of course, sir.
I kept having tedious thoughts that prevented me from sleeping. Sometimes it's good to act quickly without thinking. Sometimes it works out well to be impulsive when our carefully made plans fail. This shows us that there's always a God in heaven who's always guiding us to our destiny. However, we often mess up.
Of course.
I came from my cabin searching around in the dark and found a letter. It was a document containing the king's instructions to murder me in England.
You know for sure?
Here's a document. You can read it later, but let me tell you what happened afterwards.
Do tell.
After my panic, I forged a new document in perfect handwriting. Want to know what I wrote?
Yes, sir.
Essentially, I wrote a peace treaty with a bunch of political jargon, as well as those delivering the letter will be put to death immediately.
How did you put an official seal on it?
Heaven helped me with that as well. My father's ring happened to be in my pocket. I sealed the document and no one would know the difference.
So, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are in for it.
They had it coming. They got what they deserved.
What a King Claudius is.
Don't you think it's my duty now to kill him with this weapon? This man who killed my king, made my mother a whore, took the throne that I hoped for, and set a trap to kill me? Isn't it completely moral to kill him now with this sword and an easy coincidence? And wouldn't I be damned if I let this monster live to do more harm?
He'll soon find out what happened in England.
Soon enough. I feel really bad about losing my temper at Laertes. This situation is very similar to mine.
Hold up. Who are you? Welcome back to Denmark, sir.
Thank you, sir.
No clue.
You're lucky you don't know him. He owns a lot of land, but he's a jerk.
Sir, the king asked of you to come fence with Sir Laertes.
We'll arrive soon.
Legendary rap battle announcing Laertes versus Hamlet. Begin!
Make up that mind, you degenerate scum. Fact. Here, allow me fix it. I'll beat thy skull like a drum. Yeah. The world knows thy mad, hallucinating ghost. Boo. Next thing you knoweth, you'll smelleth burnt toast. Stroke. Cause thee already know thy is holding as molasses. Even suicides, alas, a sore task. Yeah. For your ass, I'll cut thee down like grass. Thee be looking like a neanderthal with thy pedo stache.
I leather boot. My father played you like the retrograde. Y'all a bunch of chumps with change. I ran on a short freaking chain. I walk up in the castle, I never say a thing. I'm a skating right boy with rich in my name. Laertes, go get your sister back, snitch. I was a throwback, bitch. Put your father on death row and scared, no thrill. Stab me in the neck, said don't give a heck. You act like ASAP, you're mentally rocky, so quit acting so cocky. Boy, this is my hobby, catch a motherfucking body. So now it's time for you to join your sister, which is in the damn ditch, you dumb snitch.
Go ahead, drink.
Not yet, I will play another first.
Thy father, I did that. Your uncle, I spanked that. A tiny PP, he has that. Drop that mark, I am. And dispute, I just slam. First, like my way to success, all I want is to undress. Okay.
No! Don't do it!
The kingdom is that. Let me take it off, though. Hands, I slump it off for that quick dance up in the poison. That's cause not a hand, don't catch me singing. Oi, man, I'll cut you down, I'm scheming. Cost me, I'm a demon. The voices keep on leaving, yeah. The power, I'll be keeping ya.
Ow, why did you do that?
No, so long you look like Groot. Going bald already? Man, I'll pass. Your fencing stand looks like you eat ass. That hairdo though, I'ma have to pass. I'll kill you with your own poison, which will leave you frozen. Your mustache makes you look like white trash. My power will make you cower. Hey mister, do you even miss your sister?
Now only if the man up, the primitive pig. Oink. It wouldn't have to come to this, like grave I'll start to dig. I'll slit your throat clean, yeah, cleaner than mine drip, yeah. And I'll make sure to repent for thy sins here. I'll whip out the carbine and gun down thy bloodline. Nothing personal, kid, but thou art about to suffer. There's many things thee know with not, you stupid motherfucker. Now go on, kill thy uncle, wait, they'd rather host a play. Thy inactions are thy own demise, you worthless brain dead aping. Who's next? By the way, that sword is poisoned as well as the line. Now we all die.
Nani?
Hey, this was all the king's idea, not mine.
This is all your fault. Horatio, I am dead. Please don't commit suicide now. You must tell of my story in Laertes. Forgive me.
I forgive you.
One more thing. Make Fortinbras the king of Denmark.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, and what the frick happened here?
You decide, let me know and tell me inside. The stupid guy is the type that can make you hide. Suicide, not alright, suicide, not alright. Killing them, why can't I kill myself? Balance is this story's main line. I just wanna end my life, but Hamlet won't let me. He wants me to tell his story. Sweet prince, the speed is neat. Angels rap, clap, crap. Hamlet just went to nap. Who won? Was balance restored? You decide.
Take him away. Give him a soldier's burial.